Welcome to the Explainer. So what happens when a party of heroes runs into a boss they just can't beat? Today we're breaking down a confrontation that's not about winning the fight, but about surviving it. It's a classic showdown. Raw power versus pure strategy. An ancient bloodline versus just cold, hard logic.
All right, let's meet our antagonist, the Wolf King Lunarid. And yeah, he doesn't mince words. He makes it crystal clear that this is not a negotiation. He's on his home turf, he's at full power, and he is fully intending to wipe them all out. The threat is real, and it's happening now.
I mean, in the face of all that pressure, you've got the party's seasoned knights, Lucas and Evangeline, and they don't even flinch. They get their weapons ready, but there's a problem. Kulin, the group's heavy hitter, the one they'd normally be counting on, is just frozen. And I mean, he's not just tense, the guy is literally trembling.
So what's going on here? This is Kulin we're talking about, a seriously powerful warrior. But even says it himself, this isn't just nerves. He's feeling this strange sensation just looking at this monster, a reaction deep down in his bones. This isn't about facing just any strong enemy. This is something primal, something deeply personal.
And then Lunar drops a bombshell that completely changes the game. He says he recognizes a familiar scent coming from Quilian and his squad and claims they are his descendants. All of a sudden, this isn't just some random dungeon boss anymore. This just turned into a really, really messed up family reunion.
And let's be super clear here. He's not just some distant cousin or great-great-grandpa. Lunar Guard is the first werebeast, the progenitor of their entire bloodline. He's the actual source of the power that's flowing through Quilian's veins.
But you know, Lunarad isn't just going to expect them to take his word for it. Oh no, he's about to give them a brutal, undeniable demonstration of their connection, not just through their blood, but through the very art of combat itself. And the proof? I mean, you can see it right there in how they move. The second Quilian takes his fighting stance, surrounded by this fiery aura, Lunarid mirrors him perfectly. The form, the posture, it's identical. Even their auras, though different shades of red, flow in the exact same way. It's literally like watching a student face the grandmaster who invented the entire martial art.
And Lunar just cruelly twists the knife. He's basically telling him, hey, every single technique you've ever learned, every form you've practiced, every breathing method, yeah, that all came from me. I'm the grandmaster. I mean, talk about a psychological blow. This just rips the rug out from under Kalan's entire identity as a warrior.
So, of course, Quilian is furious. He just charges in, unleashing this insane barrage of attacks. But wow, the difference in skill is it's huge. You see it instantly. Lunar doesn't even really bother to dodge. He just takes the hits and then ends the whole thing with one single crushing counterpunch that sends Quilian flying.
And this is the key part, right? It's not just about who's stronger. It's about their whole philosophy. Lunard is chewing his descendant out for being lukewarm. He's basically saying, I got this strong because I gave up my humanity to become a pure beast. You're still held back by yours.
So, their strongest fighter is down for the count, in one hit. Looks pretty hopeless, right? But hold on, because this is where everything changes. The party leader, Ash, steps up, and he shifts this entire battle from a contest of pure muscle to one of pure wits. As Lunarid turns to Ash, probably expecting the next fight, Ash gives him an answer that he could have never, ever seen coming. He just says, nope, I'm not fighting you. I mean, how often do you see that? The hero just refuses to fight the big bad. It completely throws the enemy off.
And get this, it turns out this was the plan the whole time. Ash pulls out his ace in the hole, the emergency exit bomb. This thing isn't an attack. It's a tool made for one thing and one thing only, getting the heck out of there. It stuns the enemy and doubles the party's speed so they can make a clean getaway.
And just look at what this thing cost. A jaw-dropping 45,000 achievement points. So you know this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment panic move. No, this was an expensive, pre-planned strategic withdrawal. Ash knew this fight might be unwinnable, and he invested heavily in a backup plan.
And Lunarhead, he's totally floored. For a guy whose entire existence is about fighting and being the strongest, running away is like the worst thing you can possibly do. He can't wrap his head around it. He's challenging Ash's honor, his pride as a warrior.
And this right here, this is the moment that shows you everything you need to know about these two. When Lunevdrad questions his honor, Ash just gives him this cheerful absolutely. He's basically saying, what good is pride if you're dead? For Ash, survival is the only thing that counts.
But don't think this is the end. This retreat, it's really the beginning of something much, much bigger. This isn't just about running away, it's a calculated move to make sure they can get a victory later.
Yeah, this last exchange just puts their two completely different ways of thinking on full display. For Lunared, it's all about might makes right. The strongest one left standing wins, period. But for Ash, it's about being smart, not just strong. You pick your battles and you live to fight another day. That's the real win.
So Ash's parting shot, it's not him being scared. It's a promise. It's a straight-up invitation. He's telling Lunard that, yes, they will fight again, but next time, it's going to be on his turf, where his rules apply, where strategy beats brute force.
So you gotta ask, was running away a failure? Well, if you look at the results, absolutely not. The mission was completed, they both leveled up, and they even got a key item out of it. By all the metrics that actually matter for a strategist, this was a total success. They got exactly what they came for.
And that kind of leaves us with a big question to think about, doesn't it? What's real strength? Is it having the guts and the pride to fight a battle you know you can't win? Or is it being smart enough to know when to back off so you can come back and win the war? This story makes a pretty strong case that maybe, just maybe, the biggest power move of all is knowing when to walk away.